That's the first time I've unclipped and walked, and I think it was worthwhile, yes. I don't know what happens in Wheelhouse, but I'd say not very much. Anyway, that deserves a little bit of an Instagram, I think, yes. I'm not in Wollongong anymore. I'm not in Sydney. I'm somewhere else, and I can tell you a little bit more in a minute, or I might reveal some more, because it's bloody beautiful where I am. But right now I have something to say. Forgive me, bike, for I have neglected you. It has been 5 days since my last ride, and I feel kind of stupid because every now and again I will get in this weird mood, like not a great mood, like a little bit. You know, well, you're a bike riders. You know what happens when you don't ride and you get all crabby and whatever, like unpleasant, like dissatisfied or something, or you know, you're lacking that endorphin rush or whatever it is. That's happened a little bit. But now, as I remind myself how to pedal after this minor hiatus, I say to myself, next time when you're moody, Rob, don't subject yourself to others. Get on the bicycle, clear your mind, and improve your mood. Okay, memo to myself, improve your mood, ride a bike. Kind of looks promising, doesn't it? I'll keep it cryptic for now, just a little bit cryptic. Not dreadfully cryptic, but a mildly cryptic. If you follow me on Strava, you know what I've done, so there's no punchline, but if you don't, which is kind of more recommended, to be honest, it's not a thrilling social media suggestion. Anyway, but, I'm giving you little hints, I don't think that sign's good enough hint. Anyway, continuing. I did have a bloody beautiful road to ride, but I took the bike path just so that I could pull the camera out safely for the first time while on my holiday. So you might be seeing this months after the fact, because I don't have any intention of editing while I'm away, nor the capabilities on account of my computer being left at home, but I'm filming it out of habit. Alright, that's sort of the intro, and I was waiting for a place where I could do a proper reveal as to my location on this holiday, and I'm coming up to that now. Bear with me. Good morning. And here we go. Oh, hang on, just a little bit beyond the warning signs. Just up here, and ta-ta-ta-ta! Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! Oh, that gets better. I didn't know any of this. I was just meandering, following my nose, and this is where I found myself. Ta-da! Holiday! I did it! I didn't know if I could. I'll tell you about it. See that? That's sunshine. See that? That's a beach. Ta-da! That's my holiday destination. Sunshine Beach. Sunshine Coast, Queensland. Oh, a few days here already. And what did I do? Oh, I went jet skiing yesterday, yes. Motorised sport. And my core is dishevelled, déchiré, kaput. I don't know, I can't think of other words. Anyway, it's bloody beautiful here. Look. What I'm showing you is short sleeves, no arm warmers, sunscreen, I don't know if you can see it, but it exists. And just for the record, it could be a long one because even though I've been off the bike, I've come prepared and I am creeping. Like I'm pedaling squares, I feel dreadful on the bike, as in my form is. And I don't care. I'm not racing, I'm just riding and taking in the views and enjoying different surrounds. And some family time, sometimes, usually, most of the time. Alright, on with the ride. Not too much talking, but plenty of showcasing of a beautiful new location. Yes. Yes. For the record, it's quite early in the morning. 7:40, he says, without pulling up any arm warmers. I meant to go earlier, but I was fuffing around like you do on a holiday. Anyway, coffee awaits at the turnaround, wherever that may be. And then, well, we'll see where this ride leads me, eh? Alright, bon, allez, on y va. Coolum. And the Ferris wheel, a popular tourist attraction. I don't know who David Lowe is. I'll try and find out more, but evidently they like him around here because they named a pretty bloody good road after him. Anyway. See any whales? I didn't. But that doesn't make it bad. Continuing. I got good news too for me. Southerly, and I'm going to the south right now and I haven't turned around yet. Yeah, there's no movement in those leaves, but trust me, there is a southerly. I saw a flag, I know, it's true. How soon is soon? I've just been thinking about it on my first 20 kilometres in Queensland for years. This is my first interstate since March 2022 when I went to Victoria for the Peaks Challenge, and before that it was South Australia in January 2020. So, have new sights, sounds, smells, and I don't know what else you see on a bicycle and do on a bicycle, sensors, and you notice it. That tree, for example, that's beautiful. This pond, really quite lovely too. And this roundabout, well, I could take it or leave that one. It doesn't really float my boat, but it gives me a little pause from the traffic, which isn't too bad. And I will say, thanks very much, Queensland drivers, so far. First class, just saw my first dead snake. Do you want to have a look? It's only a tiny one, but pretty sure it was a snake, just not just a little bit of weed. It's only tiny. But my point is, it is a snake, okay? So there you go. A lot of my foreign friends, or a lot of colleagues, associates, people who I know over the years from covering bike racing, who came to the Worlds, all they sort of talked about was all of the threatening creatures that exist in Australia. And that snake, you know, they get a bad rap, don't they? Wasn't terribly threatening. The magpie, however, yeah, we've heard all about that one. All right. Some context. Mount Coolum National Park. Might go there later today with the family. Okay, just another observation I make while I'm in another state. State of mind. It's Queensland went back to school yesterday. Queensland kids, not the whole state. I'll go this way. And so New South Wales has still got school holidays, so my kids are here for legitimate purposes on account of having a holiday. And on this morning's ride, it gave me great pleasure to see kids riding their bicycles to school. Yes, it was very uplifting. They didn't have parents with them, escorting them, and they weren't sat in the passenger seat of a giant four-wheel drive in traffic. They were getting exercise, and they smiled, and a couple even waved, said, yo, like that, as you do if you're a bike rider, sometimes, occasionally. That raised my spirits. And at the start of this ride I said, hey Rob, you're an idiot for not riding if you're in a grumpy mood. Guess what? Now a little bit past 20 kilometres into this ride, and my mood, bloody unreal. Like doesn't take long. It's like a flick a switch. Bit out of sorts, get on the bike. Make yourself happier. Brush turkeys, they're bloody everywhere, even in Queensland. Yeah, it's a bike path. Oh, I thought it might have been ending, but it's continuing, and yeah, it's quite pleasant. Actually, it's very pleasant. I'm guessing that bridge led to a view because the beach is there, and then what are they, melaleucas? I like trees, but I don't know much about them, other than that they entertain me and give me a sight on my ride. So I think my brother says they're melaleucas. He likes trees, he likes melaleucas. Thank you. Just on the right. Thank you. Aren't they beautiful? Yes, I think that's quite nice. It's sort of edging on being a mangrove, but it's not a mangrove, so I can't give any more commentary than what I just did. I just took that little clip of my pedalling action to say, not quite squares, but I'm still rounding it out. Anyway, this way. In other words, off a gutter. In other words, it's all coming back to me. The 5-day hiatus hasn't been too dramatic, but I'm still not quite feeling as fluid as I was in Wollongong during the week of the World Championships of 2022, which I'll stop talking about now. Just giving myself a lay of the land, my cooler crescent or something, I can't remember anymore. Yeah, alright, continuing. One surf club after another. And still a tiny, itty bitty little headwind, which may increase and give me a tailwind on the return leg. I pulled the camera out just to say, do you know what I see? Or do you see what I see? And that was just, I was going to say no traffic, and just I pulled the camera out. There was some traffic. Quelle direction? Je sais pas. Okay, that's Twin Waters, evidently. And I'm on Ocean something. Trade, Drive. Okay. It's not just our world, it's the koala's world too. It's just, well, just a little observation that I've made. There's a prevailing smell, and it's pine. And it feels like, even though it's October, it feels like Christmas trees. Or it smells like Christmas trees, and I'm like, no, not yet. There's still heaps of this year to go. I've still got lots of things I want to do in 2022. Look at the trees. There's one of those trees in Sir Joseph Banks Park in Botany, and I thought it was magic, but up here I see them everywhere. So, excuse me for once filming that and saying, isn't that a magic tree? As though it was a super rare piece of, I don't know, piece of timber. I don't think there's much timber in that. I think it's more of a grass, that one. I don't know what it's called, evidently. And continuing. Yeah, whatever, kangaroos, see them everywhere. But I want to cry because my GoPro battery went dead at this strange I won't tell you my little error in the road network, and then as I pulled the camera out to say, oh, I just took a wrong turn, 2 black cockatoos were like flying alongside me, just going, wah! And I was like, all I wanted to do was to film them, and I couldn't. But it had happened. I'm honestly telling you the truth. Promise. Anyway, I was following whatever I said, the Ocean Drive, and then I was like, blah blah blah, thinking I'm going south still, and then I did a loop, and I didn't even know. So I've got really bad bearings. I thought I knew where I was, and I didn't. And life's good. Made one little error, which was just here. Started going onto that road, and then it said, no bicycles. So I was like, well, what the fuck? I mean, how am I meant to get around? Anyway, I did. And now I'm here, look. And do you know what? Not a care in the world. Not a care in the world. Now, black cockatoos, just come back and entertain me, please. Oh, P.S. Bloody beautiful weather. I guess that's why it's called the Sunshine Coast, on account of the thing in the sky, giving me the bright light and the warmth, and the UV rays. So, continuing. Probably pulled the camera out a bit early for that sign, but anyway, here we go. I don't know, I might spin around in Mooloolaba, or I don't know, I'll just see where my mood takes me. Yeah. I'll give it this much, in comparison to Sydney or even New South Wales bike paths, these are largely more practical, and generally, given that I had no idea where I was going, it's more intuitive to use the network up here. So, good work. Bike path review as I approach. Right, you got that? So, can you guess what's coming next? Yeah, probably. On account of me going over a river, I'll give you a bit of a view. Let's start from above. Oh. Did you see that? There was a seagull flying beneath me. Oh. Oh. I like being a tourist or on holidays and seeing things. So life's good. Life's pretty good. It'd be better if that chopper was shutting up. It'd be better if I'd captured those black cockatoos, because otherwise you just gonna have to believe me. But trust me, I did tell the truth. Approaching Maroochydore, and this one goes out to an old mate of mine, Greg. It's spelled incorrectly as far as you're concerned, but it's still a nice little, well, take it in, all right? That's the first time I've unclipped and walked, and I think it was worthwhile, yes. I don't know what happens in Wheelhouse, but I'd say not very much. I found my turnaround. Coffee time. I'll show you something funny. 1 second. I parked up here because I just thought this is pretty holiday moody. Get it? Like, hang your bike on a surfboard and illustrate that you're on holiday. Tribe Cafe. That's what I know, but I don't know what town I'm in. pretty good.
She just doesn't. She's a word.
I'll tell you where I am, but I don't. Maybe Maroochydore. I don't know. Anyway, it's a bit of a centre, and yeah, it's warming up. It was showing 25 a minute ago, and I thought I'd just roll out 50k, and then that'll be my turn. But I don't think it'll be a 100k ride because I have been meandering. Anyway, yeah, that was fun. I've enjoyed it. It's been pretty fuss-free, and largely, well, a lot of it's on roads, but they've got a lot of bicycles painted on the road as well, which means that it's okay to be here. Talking long enough to show you this. Which I think I only looked now, but I reckon that looks pretty good. I'm going to go up to this headland, turn around. That'll do me. Alexandra Headland, so they say. And better than Alexandra Sewer, which usually features on my rides. But let's go and have a look. Yeah, there's a viewing platform. That'll do as my turnaround. I'm at 47.5, but stuff it. I don't need 50k to make me, you know, motivate me more. Yeah, whatever, it might be 2 foot, but it's bloody smooth and glassy and lovely and pretty and tempting. Also, yeah, pretty mild, isn't it? Here we go, here's another mountain. No, is he? No, yep, he's up. Oh, hang on. I think he just hanged Ken. Alright. Yeah, so that's the story of my ride on whatever day it is, 5th of October actually, I do remember. And now I'm going to turn around. Yeah, I've had a gutful. No, I haven't had a gutful. Oh, here's some bike riders. Might go and talk to them. Maybe, potentially. Pretty bloody top spot, isn't it? Ta-da! I was here, so I thought I'd drop in. Anyway. Whoa. That's a bike shop. Oh. It's auto pause, but it's 100k exactly as I pulled into this lookout, and I'm just around the corner. So that's the story of my ride through the first one of the holidays, and probably could be the last one. I'm going to go swim. See ya.